What's up, YouTube? I'm coming to you today to tell you about story time about how I lost my virginity. And throughout the story, if you see me keep, looking over here, it's because my son is napping and I'm watching him on a monitor. So yeah, okay. So I never really told this story to nobody, but I'm going to be telling you about how I lost my virginity and how my mom found out. Yeah, my mom. So y'all, a little backstory. Me and the dude that I lost my virginity to, he was my, first love or whatever. Well, I'm not gonna do that because at the time, what I knew love was, that was my first love. And so me and him, we was like on and off kind of thing. Like it was a off and on kind of thing. One of those childish relationships, and we knew each other since 6th grade. And we had this relationship going since 12th grade. So one day, okay, my 12th grade year, I didn't go to my regular high school that I attended. I went to another high school that was closer to him, right? So I was going there, whatever, and, we started talking again. He was like, yeah, I stay over here, this, that, and the third. And I was like, that's down the street, you know what I mean? Like, so, we kicking it, whatever. And at the time, I was staying with my grandma. Okay, well, my grandma, she was watching this disabled child. So like she was staying over there like 24/7. So I just stayed over there because it was closer to my school. Because where I lived, the school was like 30 minutes away. So I was staying with her throughout the school year. And so, we talking or whatever. And my friend called me. She called me and she told me, she was like, girl, I finally lost it, da-da-da. You know what I mean? And I'm asking questions. I'm like, my grandma, I'm in the car and I'm asking questions. I'm like, how was it? Did it hurt? Stuff like that. And so I get off the phone with her. My grandma was like, what y'all talking about? Y'all talking about sex and stuff like that. And I'm like, girl, no. Like, lying. Knowing I was talking about that, but I was like, girl, no. Why you being nosy? So y'all, me and him texting or whatever, and we ended up setting up a time, we was gonna do it. And so we set up the time. So this day, like the day that we was gonna get it popping, I told my grandma, I was like, I need to go over here for a school project. You know what I mean? She didn't know who he was. So I'm like, I gotta go over here for a school project, this, that, and the third. Just lying. So, she was like, okay. She was like, but I'm not gonna be out all night. I gotta, this jail, what? She was like, I gotta get back or whatever, and I'm not trying to be out all night. So I'm like, okay, yeah, it's not gonna be long. It's probably gonna be like 2 hours or whatever. So, y'all, this day, I made sure I had on a sexy bra with the matching panties, the pink panties. I had to put them on with a little cute outfit, smelling good, hair done, all of that. I'm like, I'm about to lose my virginity. Like, it's really about to happen. So I get out the shower, y'all. I showered like 5 minutes before we was about to leave because, I never did it before. And I know, I don't stink or anything, but it's just like, I never, you know what I mean? I never did it. So it's just like, let me go on, freshen up. Let me go on, hop in there and hop out, whatever. So on the way to his house, we're on the way to his house. We're driving. We finally get into the neighborhood. So when we get, I wanted to drive over there, but I didn't have my license at the time. So my grandma was like, no, I don't want you to get pulled over, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, so we get over there. She was like, you going over here to see this little boy? Da. She was like, if you get pregnant or anything, I'ma tell your mama. In my head, I'm like, girl, first of all, how do you even know all of that? Like, how do you even know what I'm going to do? Like, girl, you doing too much. You really kept that little comment to yourself. You know what I mean? But I'm like, girl, nobody coming over here to do that. I'm going to do my project. So so I get over there. I ring the doorbell. They had like a Ring camera or whatever, right? So I ring the doorbell, whatever. His mom is on the camera, like, you know, who is it? And I'm like, I'm here for, I'm going to name him Jay. I'm here for Jay. And so she's like, okay, hold on, whatever. So she come to the door, and you know, she looking at me, and then Jay come to the door. He like, yeah, you know, this my friend, blah, blah, blah. So I come into the house or whatever. You know, we cool. She done made us a little smoothie, a little banana or whatever smoothie. That shit was good. That smoothie was good. But, yeah, we sitting there, whatever. She getting ready for work. And so, oh, no. Wait. That wasn't the time she made those smoothies. That was another time. But, so I went inside, and she was getting ready to go to work, to leave for work. And, you know, she worked all night. Like, she didn't come back to the morning time. So, she called Jay into the room. They talking for a little minute. I'm just sitting on the couch, you know, just like, I can't believe I'm about to do this. You know what I mean? So, he finally come out or whatever, and she come out. She's ready to leave. She's like, okay, don't have her, at my house past 7 and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, okay, you know, whatever. She leave, you know, we sitting on the couch or whatever, watching, you know, Netflix. Didn't even watch the show. But so we sitting down on the couch or whatever. He like rubbing on me, whatever, rubbing on my thighs or whatever. You know, I'm like, oh my God, I never, you know, did this before. So I'm not saying nothing, you know, I'm just, you know. And so we finally went up to his room. So like how his room was set up, how the house was set up, like it was like you went upstairs and it was kind of like an attic. But it wasn't an attic. It was a room. Like, you know, like a regular attic. You got, like, the wood all in there. You know, all that other stuff. But this was, like, it had carpet in there. Everything. Like, this was a room. But it was, like, at the top of the house. So, I'm walking up there. I'm like, I know we ain't going to no attic. So, I go up there. I'm like, oh, okay. This is room. So, you know, we chilling. We catching up or whatever. Talking or whatever. So we lay down, and by this time it's like 7:30. It's like 7:30. Like that's when the sun went down. The sun was going down early or whatever. So it was kind of dark outside or whatever. So we sitting down on the bed, cuddling, you know, watching a movie. And he started feeling on me and stuff. You know, he was like, oh, he was like, take these off. My pants, and I had on like some jogger pants or whatever, because I knew what I was about to do. I'm not gonna come over there with no, you know, no tight pants on. So he's like, take these off or whatever, and I was like, okay, you know. So now I'm laying there. I took my shirt off and everything, so now I'm laying there in just my bra and my underwear. So everything going through my head, y'all. Mind you, I told you I never did this before, and I'm like, what if he don't, you know, what if he don't like the way it look? What if, you know, he say it don't, you know what I'm saying, smell like it's supposed to smell or something like that? No, I never did nothing. I didn't have no STDs, so don't even try to come for me. I had nothing. I was pure, okay? So, yeah, all these thoughts going through my head. So he started fingering me or whatever, and I didn't really care for that. So at that moment, I was kind of like, is this what all the hype about? You know what I mean? Like, is this what the hype is about? So, y'all, I'm not going to go into detail, but, you know, he was doing some things, and I was like, whoa, you know, hold on. You know, I never felt that feeling before, and I'm like, you know, stop touching that spot. If you know, you know. I'm like, stop touching that spot. So, we, you know, get into it or whatever. So I'm like, you know, where the condom? You know, where's the condom? So he go get the condom. So childish, y'all. It was the fruity condoms, y'all. The fruity condoms. You know, you got the strawberry, chocolate, the whatever. It was the fruity condoms, y'all. And I'm like, but whatever. I guess, you know what I mean? I guess. Never did it, I guess. So, you know, let me give y'all a little backstory. So, like, every time we'll, like, talk or whatever, he'll be like, oh, my stuff big, da da da. Don't even play with me like that, da 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 da. So, you know, before he put the condom on, you know, I know about STDs and stuff. Like, I know that type of stuff. So, you know, I gotta look at it, like, make sure you ain't got no bumps or nothing. You know what I mean? So, you know, I look at it, I'm like, I was like, yeah, oh, okay, yeah, okay. But whatever, we got to it. And, you know, I was kind of like, whoa, you know, that hurt, you know what I mean? Like, you need to back up. So, y'all, he did like one or two, he did like 2 strokes, I want to say, and the condom broke. The condom broke or whatever, you know. So he jumped up. He was like, the condom broke. He got another chocolate one, y'all. I remember detail of detail. He got the chocolate condom, right? And he put it on or whatever. So he did like 2-3 more strokes or whatever. And he's just acting like, you know, it's so good. He's like, damn, like, you know what I mean? And he nutted. And, you know, when I was laying there, you know, I was like, you know, like, so I'm laying there, he, you know, finished, and I was just sitting there like, that's it, like, you know what I mean, like, this what the hype was about. But, you know, after he did or whatever, he went down and licked in some places or whatever. And so my grandma, in the middle, I forgot to tell y'all, in the middle of us, you know, doing that or whatever, my grandma was blowing my phone up, y'all. She was outside. I picked up the phone. I was like, yeah, I'm about to come out. Oh, excuse me. I'm about to come out, whatever. I didn't come out till like 10 minutes later. She blowing my phone up. So, yeah, we did that. And, you know, I was kind of like, honestly, I went home and cried in the shower because I'm like, why did I just do that? Like, why did I just do that? Like, I felt nasty. Like, I felt nasty. But, you know, and how my mom found out was I had went to the doctor or whatever for, you know, a checkup or whatever. And they gave me some papers about safe sex. And she was like, you know, using condoms. Because, you know, my mom wasn't in the room. I was 18 when she found out. And I told the doctor because I'm not finna lie to a doctor. Like, she was like, are you having sex? And I was like, yeah. So she gave me those papers, whatever. My mom was like, you must be having sex. Why would she give you papers about condoms and blah, 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 blase, blase. But at the time, my mom didn't even care for real because it's like, girl, I'm 18. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you thought I was just gonna never have sex? Like, what? Like, you know what I mean? But, yeah, that was a story time about how I lost my virginity. And honestly, if I can go back, I would. I wouldn't lose my virginity. You know what I mean? I would lose it to my, well, yeah, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't even gonna say that on camera, but yeah, I wouldn't lose my virginity. And when I did at that. But it wasn't all that, y'all. Like, it maybe because, I mean, it's all that now because, you know, my husband, I ain't even gonna get into that, but yeah, it wasn't all that, you know. It hurt. It did hurt just because, you know, nothing never, you know, been inside of me, so it hurts. But yeah, it wasn't all that. But yeah, if y'all want another story time, just let me know. Leave the comments down below. And yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll do a story time. If this video get 50 views, I'll do a story time about how I found out I was pregnant.